Recording start. Hi. It's a 12 frames per second. X marks the spot because I couldn't think of another title. uh,
Is
I'm
fine.
yeah. I'm Kraken. I'm playing Admiral Abbigull. With me today.
I am Mike, and I am playing as Ollie, who is a little mute explorer man.
And we all love him. Uh, and with that, let me just navigate to the very, very, very sparse planning document. Okay. With that, we begin. X marks the spot, and the camera opens up on Ollie. Uh, Ollie, I think you're just having a nice day at your home in the Artifact Manor. What are you up to right now?
Hmm. I guess it depends. What time of day is this?
Good question. Assuming he's like not someone who sleeps the morning away, we'll say it's morning, mid morning.
How early in the morning? No, I joke.
It's 8:37
No, it's like
a.m. on the
it's
dot.
probably okay. Yeah, in that case, he's just finished making like maybe a second cup of coffee. He's just relaxing. I'm assuming that in this case, because Vanir is Oogie, who plays as Vanir, isn't here right now. Vanir is just probably sleeping upstairs. So Ollie's having a quiet morning.
Well, he should enjoy that while he can, because it's about to be not a quiet morning. Very specifically, Abigail needs to roll strength.
Wait, what?
All right, so there is a bang from your front door, Ollie. It sounds a bit like someone
Okay.
tried to kick it. Keyword being tried. Tried to kick it
Yeah, the
open.
expression on his face is just immediately like, what? Who? And I think he's going to go investigate.
Is he like peeking out a window or just straight up opening the door? What's he doing?
I think he's just going straight to the door, but because like there's two like stained glass windows on either side of the door, he's gonna peek out one of them.
Well, you don't need to roll to see this because, like, unless nah, you just see this. The stained glass is clear enough. Uh, Ollie, you see a fairly short Yupian seagull who, according based on the noise you can guess, tried to kick down your door, has now backed up further on the porch, and looks to be gearing up to just run at it again.
He's going to open the door.
I think you open it right as Abigail starts another run at it, so the door opens, and not expecting that, she just flies through it. And
Ah.
I don't know, and comedically skids to a halt in the middle of the hallway. The opening foyer.
He's just holding on to the doorknob and just kind of gives a tilted head, like, huh?
Huh. And Abigail spins around on the spot, kind of like a 2D image being flipped to face Ollie, and just goes, aha! Good morning!
He hesitantly nods.
She's like,
Because again, he can't talk.
yeah,
So this is his way of saying good morning?
you know,
Question
just
mark?
an acknowledgement. And she's just going right into it. The owl's just like, okay, Ollie, listen up. If you haven't had your coffee yet, fix that, because boy, oh boy, I got this good tip. Oh, I got this good tip. You're going to like this.
He raises an eyebrow very confusedly.
And I think, is Abigail, do you think, would be familiar with the interior of the manor at all?
Oh yeah, absolutely. At this point, I mean, it seems like I think Abigail's been to Ollie's house multiple times by now, especially if they've known each other as long as we have thought about.
Yeah. Yeah, they're old
At least
buds.
it's enough to say, oh yeah, I am familiar with basically like your whole setup. It's fine.
Yeah. I think she just turns to walk directly to the kitchen like she owns the place and is just continuing to talk and expecting Ollie to follow.
Oh, he definitely follows.
She's like, all right, so listen. Listen. Uh, so I'm at the bar last night, you know, as you do. And ooh, I hear some juicy gossip. And I think in the kitchen now, you said Ollie was on a cup of coffee. If she sees that, she's just going to hand it back to him.
Oh yeah, he okay. Yeah, he grabs onto that cup. Yep.
Yeah. She's like, oh, and I hear, oh, this one person I know, oh, get this, buried some treasure on a little island nearby. You know Buccaneer Bay? Nearby. Oh, and they thought they could do it without anyone knowing, but me knowing. Oh, he's wrong. So listen, you want to go grab it?
He nods.
And she's like, I knew it. Oh, okay. There is a catch. It's an island.
Okay.
Got to sail to it. But do you wanna? I know this guy. I bet there's something super pecking cursed in there.
I feel like at first his face kind of stops going from like his morning cheerful self, which is very calm, and it kind of lowers a bit. You can see even his mustache curls, like
Oh, that did cut out.
gosh dang audio.
I got to
Of
mustache
course, it's
curls.
in the middle of it. But I think like at first his expression just goes down, like oh, because he has had some bad experience going on boats, unfortunately. But then Abigail mentioned something curse, and you kind of see the spark in him light up again.
uh, and this motor mouth of a bird just kind of goes like, yeah, listen. So I thought about it some, right? I didn't sleep much. Don't mind my energy. I thought about it. I could grab it for you, I thought, and share, but I want to hang out. I want to have an adventure, Ollie, but only if you're not going to be miserable.
Ollie's just gonna think for a moment. He thinks he's unsure. He's beginning to tap a finger against his leg. He's trying to think, and seems to be a little distracted, looking around for something.
Should Abigail roll something? Perception, insight?
Kind of want to just give it to you because, again, I feel like they know each other well enough
Yeah.
that this is something that Abigail can pick up on quite easily.
Yeah. Is this his notebook?
So with this kind of gesture that he does, the little impatient tapping with his finger, it's so subtle, but it's kind of like a sign of going, okay, I need to talk, but I can't speak. Where is my notebook to write stuff down?
Where is his notebook? This is a good question. Abigail's going to do her good roll and do perception.
I completely missed what you said. Ah.
It's okay. Abigail is going to roll perception to see if she can spot it in the kitchen.
Okay.
Ha! Ha!
She does not perceive.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let's see if Ollie perceives. I think after some time, Ollie is still pacing around looking, but then he realizes, oh right, I left it in the other room. So he gosh, audio has got me again. I think it's enough that he's had enough time to look around and then realize, oh right, it's actually in the other room. How silly of me.
I think Abigail had
So he goes
started.
back, picks it up,
Yeah.
and then comes back, writes down. I am not sure. I want to. Don't get me wrong, Abigail. Uh, but I'm not sure. You know me with boats, right?
I do know you with boats, and this is why I, come out with that disclaimer. I do have lesser restoration, which does take away seasickness, but I will also
You just see
say,
him tapping his pen against the notepad a little bit,
yeah,
and then begins to write again. How long would the boat ride be?
2 hours. More specifically, 2 hours there, 2 hours back.
He slowly nods. Ah. He thinks and then writes down, I'll give it a try. Okay.
Don't worry, I got your back. Got those spell slots for lesser restorations all saved up. And
He nods. Okay.
I think another thing is when neither had been sure where the notebook was, when he left, Abigail had started to pull out of Hammerspace like a very gaudy notebook that had like this glittery sequin flippable cover and like one of those pens that has like a fluffy thing at the end that just springs around when you write. And then he comes back with his very stuff. He just
He's
slowly
just
puts
looking
it back.
at it like, oh. Huh. I think he's just like, he's curious, but also,
Well, I think she might have to hop up onto a chair to do it. But sling a wing around this man's shoulders and just go, listen, it's gonna be great. I'll make sure of it.
he hesitantly nods, like, okay.
And I think with that, I was just gonna smash cut us to the ship. Forget all that
Oh
trouble
yeah,
through
no,
the
like
jungle
just
stuff.
jump
We're
cut
just
it,
on the salty
jump cut
squabble
it.
now. But we now find our intrepid protagonists out on the water, on the coastline. It is a bright and sunny day. The sea air is bracing. The ship is creaking. The crew are doing crew stuff. And Ollie, I think this would be, con save. Possibly
Yeah,
at
he's not
disadvantage?
doing too hot.
Yeah, that 6 is already. Oh no.
He's not doing too hot. He's kind of hanging off the side of the boat. He's
Oh no.
The look on his face is not very good.
Oh, Abigail finishes yelling, finishes instructing some crew on things, and then spots Ollie, flutters down over, and just goes like, "Oh, we're almost there. Hey, you held out real good. We're almost there." Pat the back, cast a lesser restoration.
He just kind of gives a very weak thumbs up.
So it's like, Ollie, you are no longer seasick in itself, but like seasickness is still exhausting.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
It can still take a lot out of you.
It really can.
So I think probably like with that spell, it probably like it took away some feeling of it, but maybe not all of it. I don't know. I'm not educated enough on this spell to know how much it affects him.
It's say you take away one disease or condition afflicting it.
Mm.
And technically it lists like blinded, deaf, and paralyzed or poisoned, but you know what? It does see sickness too.
Val. And I mean, hey, it's a 12 FPS with tunes. I think we'll be fine.
Exactly. And on that, there will be a call from up aloft in the rigging. Just land ho! Specifically island ho. We can still see land, but Admiral, that's the one. And yeah, again, Ollie, she is unfortunately going to kind of flutter off again to coordinate crew because she is the captain. She is the leader. She's got to make sure all these like pack-necks know what they need to do. Listen, you look away from your deckhands for 1 second and they, I don't know, set things on fire. But with a bunch of commotion, a little small boat is lowered into the water. And she's waving you over. Hop on in. We're rowing ashore.
He walks on in.
Yep. Abigail follows in after, and away they go. There are 2 sets of oars, but Abigail's not inherently assuming you might pick up one set, but she's just going at it. It'll be athletics.
Yeah, he picks it up. He'll pick it up. Yeah. He's not gonna just like let her do all the work.
Listen, she may be old, but grandma buff.
I mean, she's probably doing better than Ollie.
I mean, she's got a +4 in athletics, so. Oh! I mean, we say all that, but Ollie got the 15 and Abigail the 8.
Maybe it's just because Abigail is too excited and is going too quickly. Meanwhile, Ollie, on the other hand, is taking his time and having a decent pace.
Yeah. Ollie's pacing himself. He's being smart about this. Abigail has not really slept, I don't think. She's a bird full of energy, but she's
kind of just too strong.
Yeah.
In more than one way.
Yeah. Manic bird full of excitement. Flew a long way to come get her friend because she wanted to hang out.
Aww.
But yeah, with that, the coming into shore is a bit bumpy because one set of people isn't quite matching up with the other. You know, rowing works best when you're stroking together. This is not managing to be quite that, but
oh yeah, no, I can imagine it's very like very like lopsided. It's tough to turn the boat around.
Yeah, God, oh, trying to. Listen, being a coxswain of a boat like that is
there's gonna be. Oh, yeah. I think during all that too, Ollie probably pauses even a couple times just to try to wave Abigail and be like, wait, look at me. Do it at the same time.
Watch her be in front so she can't quite see.
In this case, he's probably tapping her shoulder like,
Dear God. But the good news is the shores all around this little island are all sand, which means you can just slide right in up there.
Oh, good.
Boat touches bottom. Abigail hops out. Drag it a bit further in. She's going to Attempt to roll enough athletics for that. I gave you a +4 for a reason, bird. Abbigull.
Abigail, how is that you're the buff one, and yet...
She rolls terribly. What can I say? I love it, but oh my god. She used up all her good rolls in Dinosaur Carriage, I swear.
Oh my god.
But the island, you two are now on the island.
Oh, good.
And you know, it was a bit of a struggle to get here. Ollie had to deal with, a bit of seasickness. Abbigull is not on her A game today, just apparently. But you two are here, and you're here for adventure, and you're here for treasure. So first things first, she kind of taps a wing finger, however that works, on her beak, and goes, "Now I don't have a map, I just know it's on the island. So, I will say, this person who hit it, her name is Drogue, not the cleverest peach out there. Probably tried to hide it, but quite honestly, I think if we just look around, we can probably find where it
Ollie nods in agreement, like, oh yeah, no, this is not my first rodeo.
Exactly. So I'm going to say...
I think in this case, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just say, rolling either investigation or perception.
Yeah, I was going to say, I want to try to roll perception.
Let's see if this goes better than,
Let's see if
FPS.
anything is out there. Holy shit. Abigail, you got +6? My goodness.
She does.
Oh, but...
You know what this tracks? Abigail sees decently enough. She's looking around, but quite frankly, this bird does not spend a lot of time on land. She's a seabird. What can she say?
I entirely missed what you said. Internet got me again.
That's all right. I'm just saying, Abigail is seeing decently, but she's also a seabird. She doesn't spend a ton of time on land. Ollie, though. Ollie looks for treasure, like, just as a fun hobby, as a living even. This is what Ollie does. Ollie got a 19. Ollie can see exactly where the undergrowth has been trampled. And Ollie is a ranger. Ollie is on the track.
His instincts are calling him.
You just immediately see where people have recently even been through basically the forest that's in front.
I think he's gonna try following where it's been trampled down.
All right. Abigail's gonna follow. And inside the forest proper, it's not unlike Ollie's home in the jungle proper itself. It's basically that, just on a smaller scale. It's not a huge island, so the good news is there shouldn't be too much, there's only so many places a treasure could be hidden, one would think. Here's my planning doc.
Also, sorry, could I get a repeat of what you just said?
Yeah, just saying,
It got at me again.
It's alright. Jungle environment. Again, kind of familiar to Ollie, but not a big island.
Yeah.
So, with that 19, yeah, Ollie is following this no problem. You can probably tell people were trying to be somewhat discreet, but between kind of their own inexperience and Ollie's own ranger skills, nah, nothing doing. He sees.
He sees all.
He sees all.
All. And with all, I assume he follows the trail to wherever it goes.
Yep. Follows that trail all the way up to. Yeah, you got the good perception. You don't need to roll. The trail suddenly stops because suddenly there's just a canyon. Mm-hmm. Looking over the edge, you'll be able to see there's, water running through. The island, it seems, is cut a little bit in half, actually. And there's just this canyon now.
I think Ollie's just gonna be taking notes.
Just literally.
I mean, not to say that he hasn't been taking notes while he's been walking, but
yeah. And Abbigull herself is looking around, I think, and going, well, all right. I think she's going to do another perception to see. What am I saying? Lost train of thought. It is a new environment, so she's just doing another perception. Because her investigation sucks. My bird, why are you like this? That's a 9.
Oh, poor Abigail.
That's a 9 with a +6 modifier, so oh my god. Abbigull's lost the trail entirely. She looks across the canyon. Can't find where it picks up. You'd assume it'd just be directly across from where they are, but to her, things look Come on, brain. I was going to say undamaged. It's not quite. Undisturbed. There we go. It was a D word.
Oh.
Undisturbed. I'd say the other obvious thing that she can note is just the island is basically bisected, but the greenery overhead does kind of link over. The trees are grown up big enough that the branches kind of tangle together, and as a consequence, there are vines.
Ollie's got a thing. He's taking notes and definitely writing a lot of details down. Like, just kind of stating what you just stated. Like, the greenery, there is some consistency between two parts of the canyon, but the canyon is still a thing. I would assume it's big enough that jumping over would not do any good.
No. I would not advise Ollie try it.
I mean, Abigail could probably do it, but I don't think Ollie could.
I mean, Abigail
She
can
fly.
fly, but also historically, Abigail's terrible at flying.
Oh. And you said there were vines that also were on the other side.
Yeah, there are vines that kind of hang on both sides and even dangle in the middle, but because the branches overhead have kind of met in the middle and intertwined.
Ollie begins to write down a question into his notebook and shows it to Abigail, and it reads, I don't suppose you could just fly to the other side and bring back one of those vines, if it's long enough?
Oh. Yep, don't see why not. And she's like stretching out her arms. I was going to say cracking her wings. That sounds horrific. But prepares to take off. Hold on, I'm about to sneeze, I think. Hold on.
Just sneeze before you jump over the canyon.
Okay, I don't think I'm about to sneeze, but for flavor, I think Abigail does as she's taking off, and it gives her extra height.
Oh my god.
Ah, shoo!
Gives her advantage?
You know what? She probably needs the advantage.
Oh my god.
It's because I think this is going to be a dex for the finicky
Well, I
task
mean,
of grabbing a vine inner beak
yeah.
and flying it back.
Oh yeah, yeah. How much time you dedicate into those skills, which I am not sure with Abigail. Oh,
The advantage is a good idea.
oh, that was good. Cause that's 16.
Oh, much better. And oh, the sneeze is coming back. Why? But it's not happening. Fine.
The anticipation, just despite.
Yeah. I see you shiver in anticipation. And Abigail takes off, and for her, I would say this canyon is, yeah, 20 feet across. I think her flying speed's like 30. Sure. Yeah.
I mean, 30 should be like pretty ideal
Yeah.
for most characters in D&D.
Yeah.
At least as far as I can recall.
I'm just remembering stuff like Aarakocra, which Abigail is not technically have flying speeds of like 50 feet or something.
Mm-hmm.
But with that 16, yep, nabs vine in the beak, flies it back. For once, flying is no problem, and I think part of that is she doesn't attempt to land. She just stays in the air and
she
waits
just
for Ollie to
doesn't
grab
think
it.
Oh yeah, no, he grabs onto it and just kind of gives a nod, like thank you. I think with that vine, he's gonna first yank at it just to make sure it's actually a stable vine.
That's a good idea. Seems
Do I
sturdy.
need to like roll for that?
For sturdiness, no. For the actual swing, yes.
Oh yeah, no, for the actual swing, of course.
Yeah.
He's an old man. What do you expect?
No, the vine itself appears
for
fine.
the stableness of this vine, okay. So he just takes a few tugs and is like, okay. I think he's gonna back up a little bit just to kind of try and run and jump with the vine to swing over.
Yeah. That would be athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Let's see here. What does he have for acrobatics? Well,
Mm. Oh dear. Okay. So, Ollie, you back up. You take your running leap. Abigail's keeping kind of pace with you in the air, and I think perhaps maybe you let go too early, and oh dear, Ollie, you're hanging over the edge of a cliff. You're hanging on to like the, the edge.
Yeah, oh boy, he's okay.
Oh dear. And Abigail is coming in for the land to try and help you up.
Okay, do I need to roll for anything?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll
I guess like strength
or athletics.
Athletics. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Wait, that's a nat one?
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's not. No, it's
man.
not.
He's an old man. You have to keep that in mind. He's an old man, which means a roll of 4 for strength is yeah, it's very telling.
Yeah. It's not a nat one. I misread that, thank God. So, Ollie, well, you're hanging on. I think you actually slipped back an inch or two, but you're not down. You can hear the sound of an ungraceful landing from the Admiral on the other side. She's just like, I'm
Oh,
coming!
the look on his face is just like, okay, hmm, hmm. He's just kind of unimpressed. He's stuck.
Well, and then a moment later, two feathery hands grab on, and 13. It's, it's, there's a lot of heaving and struggling on Abigail's part because she's also like an old person. But
This is what happens when two old people go on adventures together, and sometimes their strength is contested with.
yeah, listen, should Abigail maybe stop adventuring like this? Maybe. Will she stop? No, absolutely not. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely not, because of
Anyone
course
who
not.
suggests it gets death glared.
I think Ollie's gonna try to bring some strength.
Yeah. It's
See
working, but it's
if he's
slow.
able to help to get himself
Yeah.
out.
Hey.
Okay.
Abigail gets
That
Ollie
worked.
up some, and that lets him get a foothold.
Oh, thank goodness.
Uh,
If he could talk, that is definitely what he'd be saying as well.
uh, and Ollie, you are back up on solid ground. And Abigail just flops onto
Oh.
her back, and, like, pats your leg.
Yeah, he kind of stumbled a bit to get back, but yeah, he's just like, oh, thank goodness. And I think he begins to write again and goes, well, thank you for that.
Big thumbs up, still on the ground. No problem.
I think with that, I think I'm gonna have to do another perception check. I think,
Yeah, because we are on the other side.
or is it that smart enough? I don't know.
I mean,
Uh,
you can. Abigail is getting up at this point, dusting herself off, and hoping now that they are on the other side, she'll be able to see more of where to go.
oh, hopefully. Let's hope that maybe Abigail can see just as much as Ollie can, or even better than Ollie for all we know. Let's see.
Hoo!
Oh.
Hoo! Yes!
For those that can't see Dice Parser, Ollie rolled a 12, and Abigail rolled a 23.
Finally.
Oh
Best roll
my
she's had
god,
in a
what do
while in
your
any
bird
game.
eyes see?
But yeah, now that they are on the other side, again, these people were not the best at covering their tracks at all. And
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing is, Abigail also knew that these people would be geckos. Basically, the lot of them geckos and lizards. And
Geckos.
geckos and lizards. And I was gonna say something. I'm sorry, it's almost midnight.
No, it's fine. It's a late game.
It's a late game, but like, goddamn it, it already got
Uh,
delayed like 4 times.
I mean, hey, it happens, you know.
They're all geckos and lizards. They're all also fairly small. They're not tall toons.
Mm.
So Ollie himself is also not very tall, but still his.
Oh yeah, no, he's barely 5 foot.
Yeah.
Which, like, to a toon, like, if you think about it, 5 foot for a toon proportion would be considered very tall. It's very much like how we would perceive somebody at 6 foot.
Yeah.
And yet, he's probably one of the much shorter toons, ideally speaking. Even though, like, the typical thing is 5 foot being much taller.
Yeah. Being right up on this, it is below Ollie's natural line of sight. Like, Ollie would need to look down.
Mm.
He is not quite. Abigail, however,
Mm.
is about the same height as these other people, and she just looks around and just immediately clocks. Aha. Yep. Oh my goodness, they weren't even trying to be careful. And
Mm.
she just like, again, taps Ollie's back and just goes like, got him.
He just kind of nods back, like, okay.
Oh. And that's the wrong document. Hello. Right. Abigail's going to take the lead this time because she spotted the thing.
Yeah.
Once again, following the leader, the leader, the leader. In through the jungle, marching along.
As you do.
Hey, Ollie, what is your passive perception?
Hmm?
Your passive perception.
perception. Passive perception. Let me take a look. Ollie's passive perception is 12.
Ha. Well, that's fun.
What do I get with the 12?
Well, with a 12, you don't quite get anything.
Okay.
Unfortunately, neither does Abigail. Is just outside her one
boy.
watchful eye. So there is a twang. There is a loud sound from the side and above. Dex saves, both of us. Ollie, you get advantage because you're in the back.
Oh boy, okay. Let me see. What is his dex save? Oh, thank goodness, because he has a +5. Let's see what I
Woo.
get with that. And this is advantage or disadvantage?
Advantage.
Advantage, okay. See how
Ooh.
this goes. Oh boy, okay.
Nice. That's both pretty
I got a
good.
22.
So there is a crashing and a rumbling from kind of the side and above. And Ollie, 22. Yeah. I will just say there are a bunch of boulders that have been. Abigail did a tripwire and unleashed a bunch of boulders coming down from above.
God.
So, Ollie, how have you avoided these?
Well, he has quite a high dex. I assume he simply managed to find a way to like escape, like run quickly enough away from them.
I was just if you like hopped backwards, if you ran ahead, climbed a tree. I don't know.
I would say run ahead, probably.
The good news is the way for Ollie to run ahead was clear because Abigail heard this and like jumped straight up in the air and started flapping.
Oh.
And luckily with
I
a
think
17.
He's gonna... Oh, 17?
Yeah. Did that fast enough to avoid being smacked.
Oh my god.
So luckily, these boulders just crash by and you're both unharmed.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
Oh. Imagine that. And Abigail's just gonna call down, "You okay down there?"
He gives a thumbs up. Yeah.
And I think having that happen, she comes back down. The jungle's a bit too crowded to be flying forward much. She's, again, not the most dexterous in the air or on the ground.
Oh, no, I...
Or anywhere.
Oh.
Uh, but the good news is, having both come forward ahead, you're now in a clearing of sorts. And yeah, there's going to be one final perception roll of the game, I would hope.
Perception. Another +2. Let's see. Yeah, no. Abbigull's got this one.
Oh. Yep, Ollie, it sure is a clearing. Looks nice. Ollie, you
I don't
completely
trust like
missed
that.
the X drawn in the ground. Somehow.
Wait, so he can see an X.
He didn't. With a 4? The DC was 5.
With a 4. Okay. He's going to cautiously take a walk over to the X.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just an X on the ground. It's been sort of gouged out with what might have been, yeah, I'd say a big stick, just an X on the ground.
He begins to write in his book. I suppose we're supposed to dig this up, right?
I mean, that is typically how it goes, but it is a bit physical for an X marks the spot. Typically, that just goes on the map. But, yeah.
He writes down, well, some tunes can be a little too literal.
Entirely possible. And like I said, they ain't the smartest bunch. Oh, I bet I know what it is. I bet they would have forgotten exactly where they put it in here, so they marked it for themselves.
Absolutely makes sense, of course.
Of course. And with that, yep, Abbigull's pulling out a shovel from Hammerspace.
Whoa. I think Ollie's going to try to do the same. Yeah, he's going to pull out a shovel too.
Wahoo. And ooh, what can I roll this be? The following roll is just going to be how long it takes for these two to dig up something. Strength?
I mean, with Ollie's old man arms, I don't think he's going to do very good. I guess strength. Yeah. Should I just do like a general strength?
Yeah, general strength.
Oh, okay. Right.
Oh, no! Nat 20!
I feel like we're supposed to swap roles here.
Oh. Oh, hold on. My thing isn't. Oh, there it is. It wasn't lighting up for a second. I wasn't sure if you could hear me. But
I hear.
Nat 20. Holy shit! Ollie smells. Ollie smells success. Ollie smells cursed item.
Meanwhile, Abbigull.
Possibly literally. I don't know, Ollie.
I don't think he would smell it. I don't think he would like. He would say he could smell it, but we all know it's just like he just gets the feeling.
Well,
It's not like a literal scent.
Here's the funny thing.
Unless it actually stinks. In that case, that would be a whole different story.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, especially that 20. It's only like 1 or 2 shovelfuls in before there is actually a sort of smell. It smells.
What?
It smells like. God, what is it? How to describe the smell without saying what it is. It smells like roasted veggies. It smells like freshly made bread. It smells like a pasta sauce. It smells amazing, is what it smells like. And it only gets stronger in the like very quick work Ollie is making of this. Possibly spurred even by the smell, because it smells delicious. I cannot emphasize to you how good it smells in here now.
Oh no. If he wasn't already digging, he would be taking notes quite a lot right now. But he's definitely thinking it.
There is a thunk of shovels hitting something solid. And again, now just funny, Ollie knows how to do this. Ollie is a treasure hunter and collector. There is a small chest in the ground.
He's been doing this for too long.
Exactly. And hey Ollie, are you hungry?
So. I think he's so. A little bit. Not a crazy huge amount.
So. All right. Abbigull is absolutely making a comment. She's like, I'd had my breakfast and lunch before we came out, but oh my God, I'm starving. Suddenly I'm starving. Oh. I don't know about you. But, ooh, this smells good. And, Ollie, do you open the chest?
I think he hesitates before he opens it. Also, I do want to know, how is this like a fancy chest? Is it just like a basic wooden one?
It's approximately middling in the sense that this chest is mostly wood. Hold on. It's not very big. It's not something that like you need sort of two people to haul around. One person could conceivably just pick it up and go. And it is wood, but the metal clasps and all that. And
oh yeah.
I said Ollie do open it. There is a lock. There is a lock. I don't know if Ollie has any thieves' tools or lock.
I think Ollie's gonna try. You know how most locks, they can usually be picked with like well, obviously like a key lock or lock pick. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sometimes people make do with bobby pins. He's gonna try to take out a bobby pin and see if he can do it.
Hell yeah! Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand to see if he picks it. Let's see. Sleight of hand. Where is sleight of hand? There it is.
The bobby.
He got a 9.
The bobby pin bends. Unfortunately, too much force is applied to the lock is too sticky and it bends out of shape.
I think it's because he only used one half. He's going to use the other half of the bobby pin to try again.
This one bends too.
He just gets a little frustrated and just tosses it to the ground.
And Abigail's gonna like, hold on. This sometimes works. Let me try this. And Abigail just points one finger, and being UPAN, the UPAN's like three-dimensionality is already kind of suspect and in question. It's whatever needs.
Oh yeah.
But in this particular instance, she is paper thin. And you're just gonna try to just lockpick it with a finger. Just slide it in there.
All right.
Disclaimer, I have no idea how actual lockpicking works. I'm just saying that this is how it's going.
I think it also depends
Oh,
like what kind of lock, but I mean, hey, this is Toon Logic, so I mean.
Toon logic works because that's a nat 20.
Actually, in this case, if it's like a nat 20, maybe it's like say some cartoon characters they have just for the rule of funny or just for the sake of the situation, they can like sort of shapeshift temporarily, but for exclusively that bit.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's the finger looks normal when she starts feeding it in there, but when she twists the wrist and there's a click, when she pulls that finger back out, it is in the shape of the key that is needed to open it.
Oh my god.
And she's just like, ha ha, and smooths
Ollie's
it.
just kind of gives like a nod of approval, like yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Shakes out that hand to smooth it back out. There is an unlocked chest, and she's just going to sweep an arm and go, "You do the honors, my good friend."
He hesitates and just kind of
I mean,
gives
unless.
the gesture back at you, like go ahead.
She's like, "Well, huh. Well, I suppose it could be trapped. Ah,
Mm.
I'll open it. If you're going to be a coward."
Oh, I think because he hears that, he just goes, "Oh no, never mind. I'm gonna open it myself," and goes to open it.
Cool, you open it. It's open.
What is inside?
Inside, in terms of shiny things, all I can see there is some gold and jewels in here, but the main thing, the stuff that is sitting on top of it and honestly takes up the most space in here is it's a pizza box.
Huh.
There's a pizza box and there's just this most amazing smell coming from it.
Hmm.
And quite frankly, if you don't stop Abigail, she's just going to flip that open.
I feel in this situation, Abigail would do that, and he would just quickly grab a hand out and go, hold on."
Because here's the thing.
Ah.
It smells great. There's food. Abigail's a seagull. She won't eat.
Ollie goes to right. Just hold on a second here. What if this thing is trapped, or what if this is cursed? Is that something you're willing to put up with?
I think, you know what, for funsies, roll insight.
Oh boy. Insight. Where is the insight? There it is. 11.
Abigail appears to be fighting a seagull nature to not just snatch it all herself. Like, the
Oh
box
my
of
god.
apparently pizza specifically.
Ollie's just gonna open it before she does.
Well, once again, it opens without incident. Ollie, there's just this most. There's a pizza. Ollie, what is your favorite kind of pizza? Do you have one?
I don't think he has a particular favorite, but I mean, the first thing that came to mind was pepperoni, because that seems like the most basic, like, simple thing you can really go with.
Yeah, classic pepperoni. Well,
You can't really go wrong with it.
exactly. It looks delicious. It smells amazing. There's steam coming up. It's piping hot. Looks oven fresh.
He's just staring at it like, I don't know.
Abigail is vibrating beside you.
I think he just writes down, Abigail, do we really want to just put up with this? This seems like a really strange item for somebody to put away in the ground, for that matter. And
She,
I I'm not sure if I can trust that. But then again, I would rather at least get the curse before you do. Uh,
That one.
if there is one, anyway.
That one. That was a wisdom check to see if Abbigull could continue resisting, not just snatching it immediately.
Oh no.
She can't.
Abigail, don't succumb.
Oh god. She just darts forward and, oh. I'm immediately thinking of, like, fucking cranky summer poses. Just like, do you think seagulls feel hubris? Do they feel regret? Because I just saw one swallow a pancake full. That's what happens
Ollie just kind of has to sit and stare. mm.
This pizza is just... It's snatched up. It's eaten.
He just slowly nods.
And it's all in her mouth, and it's eaten. And Abbigull, who had been vibrating with food, mine, food, stills, stops, swallows, and just doesn't say anything.
He just writes down, well, question mark? How is it?
Oh, it doesn't taste like anything, Ollie.
He just begins taking notes.
It smells and looks so good.
You know, as one does when you're on an adventure.
Yeah.
You kind of just have to take notes about what you're seeing.
It doesn't taste like anything. Oh, that's just disappointing.
He writes down, so it doesn't taste like anything?
There's like faint... If there's any taste, it just tastes like stale cardboard. And Ollie, Abbigull sounds heartbroken.
He's gonna pat Abigail on the back, like, sorry.
During all this, like, you know, to write down notes, you would have looked away from the pizza box. If you look back...
Oh, yeah.
When they both look back, it's like Abbigull never snatched up the pizza because there was just another pizza there. Same pepperoni, piping hot, looks like it will be delicious, smells amazing.
He writes down, hey, Abby?
Yeah.
Look at this. He's poking at her shoulder.
She's like despondently mourning the pizza she thought would be amazing, but looks at his suggestion and just goes, well, hey, hold on now a minute. Do you think this will taste better?
He writes down, Abigail, that was just the slice that you took.
But, no, I ate that. But, is it endless pizza?
The pizza.
Endless, mediocre pizza? Not even mediocre, endless. Oh, this is so sad.
Ollie's just kind of observing it now. He's just focusing on that for a moment. He's actually like, he's got a finger to his chin. And he's just kind of slowly rubbing at his chin. Like, ain't that something?
Abbigull is going, rather than snatching up the whole pizza in one go, is just going to reach out and take one slice And sure enough, there is a slice of pizza missing from the whole of the pizza. And she's going to go, okay, I'm going to close my eyes. And when I open them, is it just going to replace itself? And I think she's
Ollie
gonna...
shrugs, go ahead.
Yeah. She does that. She closes her one eye. And Ollie, are you also closing your eyes? Are you looking away?
He just closes his eyes.
Cool. When Abigail opens her eyes, when Ollie opens his eyes, there is in fact a whole pizza.
Ollie seems to be really intrigued by this, and he's actually beginning to excitedly take notes down. And then after a little bit of writing, he actually goes up to the box and snatches the whole box up.
Abigail
and just kind of holds it under his arm.
Yeah. Looking at the slice of pizza, which she has not eaten, which is unusual, because normally it would be long gone. But she's like, oh, it was just such a disappointing non-taste. Oh, this is maybe my least favorite cursed artifact. What kind of curse is this? I mean, I guess I feel cursed.
Ollie writes down, Ollie's constantly writing down some stuff about this box now, and he practically has a whole page about it. And the page basically just reads out, so, get the gist of this. This box seems to be like it just gives never-ending pizzas, or at least it's the illusion of pizza. Because, as you just said, there is no taste to it. It's like as if it just disappeared before you could actually eat it. Maybe it's the curse that you can't actually eat it. Or perhaps it's the curse of being lied to with a potentially fake box of pizza.
I do feel cheated.
If it's not obvious, Ollie is very much interested in this.
Good, I'm glad. She's like, well, alright, so it's a bust for snacks, but not for cursed items. Thank God, honestly, otherwise I'd have dragged you out here for nothing.
He's gonna take a look back in that chest again. Is there anything else in there?
Yeah, there is some golden shiny stuff. You just gonna clean it out?
He waves Abigail over. Hey, come look.
She's looking. She was so entranced by the smell of pizza that she'd completely missed it. She's like, oh, money, excellent, yes, here we go. And she's just gonna start, like, takes the box, upends it, and dumps it all out on the ground.
He wanted to go wait, but then it was too late. all of that's coming out. So he's just like, he goes to write it down. Maybe just take the chest with you.
Oh.
I'll take whatever's already gone on the ground, I guess.
She's like, that's a point. Personally, I make it a point to empty the chests I find, rebury them, so that's just a disappointment for when people come back. But that's me.
I think Ollie just, like, jokingly smacks Abigail, like, come on.
She's like, what? The looks on our faces are probably priceless. Priceless, because there's nothing
He just
in
writes
there.
down, I don't think that would be very kind to other adventurers. Why, imagine doing that to me and seeing the disappointment on my face. I don't think I would appreciate that very much.
Oh, well, that's just cheating. The point is that it's disappointing for the people who originally set it here. When they come back for it, you know?
Ollie taps his pen for a moment and goes, I don't know if they really come back for it, Abigail.
Some people are weird like that. You never know. But point taken. Point taken. And yeah, I think scoops things back into the chest. She's like, happy?
He nods, yes.
All right. Mission success. And I think this is going to be another montage jump cut.
Oh yeah,
Off
definitely.
the island, back to the squabble, back ashore. Abbigull is once again probably slapping lesser restorations on him.
Oh yeah, it's just like it's just like your typical cartoon montage. Like,
Yeah.
okay, we did it. We're done.
We did
Happy
it.
montage. We're all happy. For the most part.
Yeah. Back ashore, home again, jiggity jig, and Buccaneer Bay, and she's like, all right. Good stuff. I hope you had fun. Good seeing you, as always.
Ollie is definitely nodding and smiling back. Yep. I don't think he needs to say or write anything to say so.
Oh, good. And is there anything else from Ollie before we end this FPS, perhaps?
I think before Abigail decides to go, he writes down, "Did you want to stick around to hang out for a little bit?"
Oh. Grin
I
just
do have some
widens.
plans I've been wanting to show some friends.
Oh, well, now when you say that, I'm curious. Oh, you gotta.
I think with that, it kind of trails off.
Yeah. Two old friends hanging out, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say they each get 20 gold out of that.
Yay!
20 gold, and Ollie gets one cursed pizza box. Congratulations.
We did it.
We did it. The FPS finally happened, my god. Alright, and I'm gonna end my recording. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.